Hey, this is John Logar from Consulting Unleashed. This is the fourth video in this series of training that I've been providing to maximize your opportunity to scale, more importantly to attract and engage customers, to convert those clients into paying customers, having them stay with you as long as possible, more importantly to leverage your opportunity to grow your business. So oftentimes when I sit down with people, they'll ask me, look, I've got to, I want to generate some sales really fast. I want to generate revenue in the bank account super quick. What would you do? So what I'm going to walk you through is four things that you can very quickly apply and implement and generate sales opportunities immediately. In fact, some of the people that we've done these strategies with have generated $40,000, $50,000 in the space of 40 minutes. So I'm going to share with you, we're going to go through each strategy one by one. I'd love to get your feedback on this. I'd love for you to apply this idea. You can literally take it straight out of this training, apply it to your business and go and generate revenue opportunities. I would love for you to actually achieve that and do that from some of the training we're providing here. So let's go to strategy number one. Oftentimes when we've just started out or we're getting into our business, we rely on our friends, family, associates, alumni, contacts, connections to generate our first client opportunities. So one of the things that we actually forget is we often forget to tell people what we do, what we work on, who we help, and how we help those people. So one of the first things that I would do, and I often do this, is I call this the familiar offer strategy. So what you want to do is, if there's something new that you've been working on, or there's a new tactic or a new strategy or a new result that you can generate for clients, then share it with people who you know. So you might sit there and it goes exactly like this. In fact, I'm going to craft the offer for you as we speak here live. So the first offer might be, say, hey, first of all, just want to let you know, we've been in this business for a little while. We've been developing strategies and tactics and systems that generate opportunities for our clients. So what I want to do is, we've got a system or a process that will maximize the opportunity for you to generate X result by doing this. And what I'd love to do is share what that strategy looks like, or if you know somebody who will benefit from an idea like this, or somebody in business that would like to get this type of outcome, can you refer them to me so I can share this? Love to get their feedback. At the end of the day, if we can help them, then we'll look at a way in which we can put that into place for them. And send out that familiar email to your familiar list, friends, family, alumni, colleagues, acquaintances, associates, anybody that you know. Let people know what you do and let them know that they can refer customers to you, or more importantly, they might even need your help with your services. Strategy number two, what you want to do is sell to your past clients. So not people who are no longer customers. Maybe you've got a new service, maybe you've got a new product, maybe you've developed a new strategy that you'd like to share. Go back to that list of old clients and re-engage, reignite, and re-offer a new idea. Everybody's looking for something new, something fresh to work with. And people you've worked with before, they know who you are, they know roughly what you're charging, they know the type of service and the effort you put in to serve them as customers. They are an easy target for new things. So make an offer on a new idea, or a tactic, or a strategy, or if you've got a great result, share the great result and say, hey, would you like to see how this great result works? And it can be applied to your business. So the second offer is to go back to past clients and offer them a new service, or even to go back and say, hey, how about we run campaign strategy? So that's the second area. You'll definitely open up open opportunities and the door to new business. Then number three. The number three is one of my favorites, because I tell people to do this. In fact, one of my clients did this today and texted me back that they won a deal. So what I suggest you do is go back for the last 6 months and pull out every proposal that you've done that you didn't win the client. Every lost proposal that you've done in the last 6 months. I'd like you to pull them out, put them in a stack, work out the total value of what those proposals are if you had have won those deals. So that's going to give you a rough idea of your opportunity cost. And what I'd like you to do is to go back to those people and re-engage with a simple induction. Say, hey, a little while ago we spoke about this idea and this tactic. I know at the time it might not have been for you. Things may have changed. Are you still interested in looking at a strategy that's going to generate these outcomes for your business? I'm going to touch base with you in a couple of days' time just to answer any questions and see if I can help you. That's the email that you would send out to people who you've already proposed to. Now, it's really weird. Sometimes you get this response. Funny you should call. We've been thinking about that idea. Or say, hey, it's about time we did something like this. Or, yes, we didn't take advantage at that time, but now we're ready to do something. Are you interested in perhaps looking at the idea of applying those tactics and ideas that we shared in the past? Or if you'd like to see the new things we're working on, I'd love to be able to reconnect with you. I'm going to be calling you in a couple of days' time to reach out and answer any questions you might have. Simple. Those three strategies: familiar list, then past customers, then people you've already proposed to that didn't go ahead for whatever reason, timing, money, issues, whatever reason they didn't go ahead. Ask them, offer them. You'll be surprised. Oftentimes when I've done this to people, they've picked up 2 or 3 deals immediately from proposals that they'd sent over 6 months, 12 months ago. So that is the third one. The last campaign that I would encourage you to run is called the Ridiculous Offer Campaign. The Ridiculous Offer Campaign is one where you would add some value. So for example, a lot of people in this game, they don't charge for strategy, for their time, for their thinking. And yet if you look at some of the biggest consultancies in the world, they will charge tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars just for strategic thinking. And every time you work with a client, every time they engage your services, you are putting your IP, your strategy, your ideas into place, and you're only charging them for a management fee. You're not charging for things like setup, or you're not even putting a line item of strategy in that. So here's the ridiculous offer idea. What you want to do is go to your list, and you're going to make this offer time sensitive and scarce. So you're only going to offer this to two people that can take advantage of it. So here's the campaign. It's really simple. Hey, we're about to spend a ton of money on advertising promotion, and we thought, you know what? We'd like to give this to a couple of people instead. We normally charge $5,000 to $10,000 for strategy, creative and development for a marketing campaign that we run for our clients. What we'd like to do is we would like to invest that $5,000 to $10,000 in strategy in your business. If you're serious about running an optimized campaign that has got a comprehensive crafted strategy and execution and implementation attached to it, just reply yes, and we'll show you how we can actually do this for you. Right? That is a ridiculous offer with a massive value add, and there is really no extra cost on your part. You're going to be selling that service at the same price. So send out the ridiculous offer and make it time sensitive. So I'm only going to make it available to the first 2 people, and I'm only making this available today. So if this is something that you'd like to consider or you're interested in, hop on the phone or give us the best phone number that we can contact you on, so that you can understand what we're actually offering here as part of that $10,000 or $5,000 strategy. Right? So you're still going to sell a client at full price, but you're creating the perceived value in this ridiculous offer idea. So there's 4 things that you can do to go and generate client opportunities immediately. Go and ignite or send information out to your friends, family, associates, colleagues, alumni, acquaintances, letting them know what you do, what's new, the fact that you'd like to help people, and if anybody needs help, to get a referral. Second campaign to people you've worked with in the past that you can go back, provide something new, maybe reignite the relationship, maybe offer a new service for them that will benefit them that you are aware of, right? Go back to those people you've already worked with. Third, follow up all your old quotes and proposals and make an offer and see if they'd like to go ahead, or see if they'd like to see the update of what's going on, perhaps an improved strategy or improved idea. And the last campaign is the ridiculous offer to the balance of your list and say, hey, we're about to spend a ton of money on advertising, and you know what? We thought we'd do something different. We thought we would give that money to you. Here's what we're doing. We're giving you $5,000 towards strategy and optimization for a campaign or for a marketing campaign, and we can only give this to 2 people. We're only going to make this available for the next 24 hours or the next 12 hours. So the first people coming in, if you want to know how you can get $5,000 to $10,000 worth of strategy and optimization for your campaign or for your marketing, then reply with the best phone number we can contact you on, and we can book you in. We did this with one of our clients the other day, and they got a $50,000 customer by offering strategy. And they never used to charge for strategy, but they positioned the value in it. The customer loved the idea and committed to a $50,000 deal. So there are 4 campaigns that you should be running out to the marketplace to maximize your opportunity to generate revenue. Love to get your feedback on these ideas. Copy these campaigns, send them out. Love to see if you get some sales very, very quickly. So thanks again. I will see you on the next video.